Hi everyone. I'd actually tried to go live earlier, and I guess I'm supposed to click on done first before going live, and I think the first thing I just did was to go live, and I didn't click on done. Anywho, we're here. Yes, thank you all for your support. It's day 60. Woo! Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Let's get right into it. We're getting more interest by the day. People saying, "Oh, they'd like to try out our community. They'd like to be a part as soon as we go live." Yeah, that's about it. And I'm just going to go ahead to share my screen and show you what I've been doing when I woke up. Just going on Facebook perspective. Specifically what we've agreed to do while we're here in this season, in this time. Mhm. So like students group, gap year groups, the ones I saw, they're not that useful. So I've just you know, just been stuck with what's the name of that group? I need a travel buddy. This has like combination of general travelers and student travelers. And so let's count how many I've actually done today, honestly. This is Thursday. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. I'm just going to keep at it, keep getting more because that's all I'm doing for now. Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about it. I feel like another great thing to do right now would also be like social media, like TikTok, Instagram, and then all of those my live sessions. So, but I just want to hold on to the product goes live, and then every day I'm going to be having like back to back Facebook session, Facebook live, and Instagram live. I mean, reason is I now have like enough proof around getting people, being able to get people on Facebook, being able to get people on DMs, and I think I've actually done that thing before. I don't remember, but I know that when you go live, not only do you bring high balls to your profile, you also like get to engage people. People get to see that on your wall that oh, you were live, right? And so yeah, that kind of attraction. I want to get that, but I want it to be that I would have like updated my profile. I would have like updated my profile to show that okay, it has a product in it, and then before I start going live, so I'm just going to be going live for product education. I'm going to try if I can do it every day, but I think if I can do it every day for the next 30 days, it will make massive sense. I can even say that, I can just like literally the same time I'm on YouTube streaming live, I could, stream live on Instagram, and then I could like stream live on Facebook too. So whatever I want to say here, the same thing I'm saying to people on Facebook, but it would Facebook and Instagram, but then it would be like a lot of like product education. I guess that's the plan. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go back to gathering contacts on Facebook. I'm gonna go to my Facebook, and then I'm gonna share my screen. Entire screen. Yeah. Hmm. I need a travel buddy. And I think I stopped at Mehmet Daniel Kaya. Yeah, that's where I stopped. So I already wrote a post here because the idea is not just to find people and message them. I'm supposed to also like engage the group itself. I'm supposed to engage their posts like individual posts, and then I'm supposed to make a post on the group. I have made a post on some groups and it was accepted anyway, but this specific one has not been accepted. So we are here. Anyway, I mean, even if they've not accepted my post, I can still go ahead to do whatever it is I want to do. I think this is a thing now. Maybe if Facebook is removing its chat feature. It used to be in the past. It used to be very easy to convert people from this chat, but I'm not sure what it is that's happening. Because you know aside from this group, there was a group I joined. I think something around mountain lovers, and it just also says that all the chats are paused. 30 days is Nigerian attempt same as 100 days, but multiplying the effect, the distribution, the distribution, and mm, product awareness. Alrighty, so we now have dates. The first, yeah, just I just wanted to say that we now have dates for what's that thing called again? For volunteer hosts, the first is happening on November 10th. The next is happening on November 17th, and then the third session is happening on November 24th. All right, and then move to the other. What? Yeah, apparently that's all for November. Okay. Now move to the other dates in December. Anywho, Max by December 18 would have been done with the sessions. I've started collecting evidence from the right people, and so I'll start designing today and also publicity today. Anywho, let's go into this. Uh, the usual, we send friend requests, we DM people. I realized that Facebook has restricted my DMs again today. So I was just able to send DMs to two people. Whoever is not using Facebook for marketing purposes would not know what's happening. But then we have some like very, very smart marketers who already build software for things like this. It's just that Facebook too, they know that some of us will use software, so we are clamping down on everything that could make that potentially happen. So some of the softwares they built in the past is just BS. Because I've tried a lot of them actually. Okay. Here's this person. Try me see. 60 days in. Exciting times. And I was just telling myself a few days ago that I feel like I can go live on YouTube every day. Maybe because, going live for like 60 days or just going live, knowing fully well that I'm not overthinking anything. Just maybe. So it's already an habit for me. And I think it's fun too. There's no scripts, I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just figuring things out. So that makes it a bit more relaxing. There's no pressure to be anything or to try to do anything so serious. Just doing my thingy. X has been a good run. I've learned a lot over the last 2 months actually. Yeah, over the last 2 months, I've learned a lot. And thank you all for your support. Genuinely appreciate it. It means a lot to me, honestly. At the beginning of the challenge, I didn't know what to expect. I always say that I didn't know what to expect, but I was going to launch out anyways. And then I just told myself, what do I have to lose? Like, let's just say that I got discouraged, or maybe something just happens. I've always known that I can start over again because I've started over again several times. I've had seasons where I didn't have. I hope I'm sharing my screen. Yes. Okay, yeah, I am. I've had seasons where I didn't have a gig for like 9 months. Like I just woke up one day. They didn't even tell me that our company was already sold to a company in East on the east coast of the US. I just, I mean, I just woke up and things were not as they used to be. In fact, as a matter of fact, today my project manager didn't tell me we've been sold actually. It was the team members that were telling me that we've been sold. But under the new management, they paid everything that they were owing me, honestly. In fact, I think they overpaid because there was a project we're working on. I'd been paid for. I hadn't delivered on that project, and when the new management came, I was, working on it, delivering it, and I was not done because we were supposed to review too, and they couldn't even really review my work. Anyway, they closed that side of the business and just went straight into and tax. What is it? I don't remember. ECL or something. I don't know. Yeah, and that's how everybody just went like their separate ways. Slow death. But I knew that one day I knew management because the project manager just told me, "Oh, so this is what you who you report to now." Yada, yada, yada. And I thought I was going to be like, I thought to myself, oh, it's just me. I'll figure it out. Then I got another job with an Italian company. It was a travel tech company, and then I had worked, and that came to like an abrupt end. And then the founder didn't pay for like a while, and I don't know. I guess I tried to get a gig afterwards. Maybe it didn't just work out. I guess so. And I didn't have a gig for like 9 months. It was crazy, by the way. Yeah, well, yeah. This is when I stopped. So yes, I've had to like, I'm saying that to reiterate that I've had to like start over again many times, and I just know that when you do that, always bounce back. Yes, honestly, I do not like the stress that comes with all this trying to view something on my laptop. It's great and fun. Okay, switch everyone person. The profile is locked anyway. Okay, yes, I can comment on some of the ghost. Yes, yes, yes. Stunning. Have you seen? Sorry, I need to see them. Stunning. I already commented on one of those pictures. I doubt if I can send him a friend request because I think I'm at capacity for my friend request. I raise you the almighty Facebook. Every once in a while when I do this, I kind of feel like, this also reels me in back to like the importance of community. Not just even building your own, but how you monetize it, how you like manage that relationship. And yeah, how you monetize it. Yeah, how you monetize it. What kind of mess is this? What's this? I can't save this post. There's no need to. I think I need to start using my mouth to utilize sessions because the hell is this? Let's see post. Ugh, yes, I can't. I'm going to go back to my newer device and then I'm going to go ahead to say, continue from this person. So let's see. I need to travel to that person is Mehmet. Mehmet. His name is Mehmet. Okay, Mehmet. Gotcha. Surfing. Okay, that's cool actually. It's an adventure too. Although we do not have windsurfing on our list right now. So again, it's not just about adding more. Like it's for me, it's not just about adding like lots of experiences. Can we safely deliver these experiences? It means a lot to me. I mean, genuinely just grateful to God for everybody, honestly, everybody tuning in, how far we've come. Myself and our trip advisors, but travel advisors, sorry, we're having a conversation yesterday, and it's just so cool, like super, super cool to know you know, how invested we're all in the work that we do. And it's also humbling for me as an individual to know that, I genuinely believe that whatever we're going to do, we're not going to do it alone. I'm going to need people to do that with me. But not just anybody, but, folks that genuinely just believe in the things that we do. I guess what I'm saying is that it feels like we're at that point where the right people are finding the right people. And I think that's divine, and I also think it's surreal, right? Because sometimes there are people who do stuff and then they just do it long enough and it takes a while to like get their people and the struggle is real. Oh my gosh, please. Alright, so I'm grabbing those contacts on my mobile device now. Uh, Using the same person. It has like a lot of comments on it that is post. So I'm just looking at people who are commenting, seeing their profile. Do they look like they travel? Do they look like they love to travel? I get their contact if they don't. I on to the next person. Also, one of the I'm not sure one of the digital nomad community leaders that we were speaking to, responded. So they had asked for like some itineraries, and then they responded to it yesterday that it looks good and all of that. This person has nothing that has to do with travel on their list, because again, you just have to like be very very careful. Because it's Facebook, I like to think that we are just. I'm sure that Facebook would be like top 10 highest places where people carry out their scams on the road. Bold statement, but I've read a lot of things that went out on Facebook. So somebody can literally just like come on your what's that thing called? Your status, and under your post this stuff, and then you go to find them out and you realize that they're not the person that they claim to be. So and that's why it's important for me to like go through the profiles, see what they're saying. So I'm not just, yeah, I mean prospecting, but we're prospecting based on certain criteria that I had shared earlier. Um, Siraj, let's see. Show me this person is a Taylor. Nothing on your profile shows that I'm interested in. Again, so we're looking for active travelers, not just people who see the travel, who are actively traveling. Like I shared a couple of days ago, one of the things I've been thinking of is so when we get people into the community, yes. I remember I was listening to something a couple of days ago, and I was saying to myself, the price that we're paying now in Zago tours is not necessarily because we're not a good brand. Of course, we're doing something that is new, because we're building something well, not necessarily new, innovative. Because of course there's adventure tour everywhere. People sell adventure tour. It's just that it's not distinct in the way that we're selling it. It's not category deep in the way that we're selling it, and then it is not built the way we're selling it, right? With safety at the forefront, safety at the DNA, proprietary systems, and all of that. That's what's making us different from whatever is in the market. But right now, we're also paying a price. It's the price of obscurity. It's not that we're not doing anything good enough, it's that nobody knows us. And so you have to keep eating hard as much as you can till you break through that reservation that people have about you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, at this phase, you realize it's not really even about you. Even if you're a talented person, because I remember when I started the Legend is 100 Days Challenge, kind of felt like that. And maybe because in some way I've tested myself before the 100 journeys in 100 days. Like I've done stuff for people and I've helped people get results. And again, we're bootstrapped, building for our level where we are now. And you know, I would presume that if we're building from like a lot of money, even if it's not a lot of money, but from some money, maybe some of the things that we're currently doing now would definitely have blown up. Right? Because you would realize that it's not like you're doing something entirely new. It's not like you have to do something entirely new. It's just that maybe you've come into a different dispensation, or you've worked so hard that your hard work is then catching up with you. And so that's why it looks like, ooh, wow, 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 wow. Yeah. But they've literally been there since like forever. How often does it travel? So I posted yesterday. Somebody was saying, can we all stop with the pretense? You guys use AI images too much. I'm confused. I think it was funny. So yeah, that's it. I remember one time, and let me just encourage any marketer here that you're working with a startup. I remember there was a season in my life. I said I was never going to work with startup again because I mean I had a terrible experience with a particular startup, they've not even paid me till date, but that's not even the problem. I decided to just stop pushing for the money. But it was just that the resources are limited, everything is limited. If you ever get to series, if you ever get to like proceed that investors have invested in the business, the founders are tense, there's so much. So I just said, no, this place is too unstructured for me. I love structure. As a matter of fact, what I refer to as stability is structure. It's not money first, it's structure first because I love to know that first of all, I'm in control of certain things, right? So I'm in control of when I can sleep, but I decide to sleep late. I'm in control of what I can eat, but I decide to eat this. I just love having that sense of control over certain things. And I just told myself, you know what, I'm so done with startups. No. And then I also got to a point in my career where I wanted to be compensated to the degree of the work that I do, right? Of the value that I bring to the table. And the truth is that most startups can't compensate you like that. I mean, so when I say startups, there's Proceed, um, and then there's pre-revenue where they're literally bootstrap. The founder is paying out of pocket. So yeah, so there are distinctions. Series A, amazing. BC, amazing. Post-revenue, depends on what they've raised. And so just finding myself building this, sometimes I just shake my head. I'm like, have you gotten yourself into? But if somebody was, want to hire me to work with Zaga, I probably wouldn't work with them. In as much as I believed in what they're doing, I think it's cool. I'm just going to be like, okay, do your stuff. When you do it to a point, then maybe you can come back to me, honestly. But because I'm the one building it, I just have to do the work, whether it's convenient or not. And so I'm just, I wanted to share this particularly to just encourage anyone who's listening, that's like a marketer. If you're working with a startup and you feel like, ah, gosh, this thing is not working, we're doing this, and you feel like, oh, bigger brands are even doing this. So when I mean bigger brands, I'm not saying that the Pepsi, the Coca-Cola, I'm not talking about the TripAdvisor. I'm talking about brands that, when it comes to market share, they're just a little above you, or a considerable sum above you. It's not necessarily that what you're doing is right, is wrong. It's just that you're probably doing it for the wrong business at the wrong time, right? Every level of startup has different acquisition funnels. So it's not like SEO will not work, but SEO may necessarily not get you your first five clients. Things like that. So you're doing good, actually. You just now need to adapt. Okay, I mean, I remember when I was going to digital nomads, I was like, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing this thing well? And then I got to digital nomad platforms, and then I saw I saw a particular brand that I'd seen them earlier, and I'd seen them before they even announced that they've raised funding. I'd seen them before they started sharing their customer testimonials, and I was like, because in between going to digital nomads, I was telling myself that maybe I'm just doing this the wrong way. Maybe there's something I should be doing that I'm not doing. And then just seeing them there, I remember seeing them, and I think I took a seat somewhere, and I was just taking a moment to take it all in, tell myself that, oh, I'm doing an amazing job. Actually, this is the way. It's not like this is not the way. It's just that obscurity is what's dealing with us. The fact that no one knows us, the fact that we do not have proof. But this is right. Like I'm literally going at this the right way. And then like to an extent, I just stop beating myself up. Yeah, I'm like using my mobile phone to check. Mm, yeah. All right. So today we stopped at Mehmet Daniel Kaya. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. And maybe I could walk you through the publicity materials for individual volunteer hosts tomorrow. We're all booked for November. I'm waiting for the others to confirm for the dates in December. Thank you all so much for your support. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.